Jordan Romano did come in, tie game in the ninth, gave up hits, gave up runs, and his numbers are bloated recently. He's been dealing with a cracked nail issue. How concerning do you believe it is, the recent performances from Romano, and might it lead to an adjustment in terms of how Schneider handles late game situations?
I mean, unless the fingernail is something that they identify is the issue and the reason why he has not been effective lately, I just find it hard to believe that they would take him out of the closer role at this point or in the postseason if it's not a physical thing. I mean, he's earned enough trust, over the past few years that, I think as well as Jordan Hicks is pitching, and obviously he's given up a run in September, I just find it hard to believe that they would, throw a new arm in the ninth inning and take that away from Romano, because I just don't know how that, impacts. Can Romano go back to pitch in the eighth? Is he going to be effective? If they think it's a physical thing, well, that's a whole different story. But if they think the fingernail's okay, unless he, does this twice more this week, it's hard for me to believe that they would lift him out of the closer's role.
Yeah, I mean, for 3 years now, he's been one of the most consistent closers in baseball. And last night was not a save situation. No. I think he's only blown 4 saves all year. So maybe it's a comfort issue. I'm not sure, based on him coming in with a clean sheet. It's a tie ball game as opposed to him closing. But I'm with you. I would assume Romano stays in that closing position. Even Hicks, who's been a lot better recently, and when he's on, is an absolute stud. But as you know, Mark, when he's off, it is a wild card, man. You don't really know what you're getting out of him.
Yeah, and, that's part of the reason why he was, available at the deadline. I don't think the Cardinals saw him as a guy they were going to re-sign. And, for him, it gave him a chance to go somewhere and go to a contender and get a fresh start. And obviously he's pitched very well for the most part, especially, this month. But like I said, it's hard to make a closer change if it's not for a physical reason, in the final week of the season heading into the playoffs, because it's just, it gets a little tricky. Guys have to adjust to new roles. And, the Jays haven't seen how Hicks necessarily, would handle a big pressure situation in the ninth inning of a save situation, in a huge game. So I just, like I said, if the fingernail is an issue and they believe that that's the reason why Romano's been struggling, then, sort of anything goes. But if they think that physically he's all right, I would imagine he'll still be getting the ball in the ninth.